To Venerable Trudeau from Florida. What's in your mind, Venerable Trudeau?
Salutations to all the venerable and most venerable present here today. Thank you for having me. This is a very necessary sutta in our ever-changing world. Every day around us, we see, especially here in Florida, I see more storage units and places of storage units being built, stacked, huge buildings. I mean, I think bigger than Amazon buildings. And I see more U-Hauls, and I just see more of things being built to transport and to store material things. I don't see the eradication and mitigation of these types of buildings, commercial buildings. That is because humans want more and will get more and will incessantly will not stop to getting more. It's in our nature. It's in our nature to want more and keep on getting more. So therefore, we will need places to store them. That's why we have more storage units. On a bigger context, it leads all of us to think, how well has this been working out for us in society? The purpose of today's talk is how we can transform our lives and transform the lives of others by and through the informed lens of the Four Noble Truths. As we look and examine the First Noble Truth around the world, what is most heartbreaking most recently is, I believe everyone noticed the little submarine that went down to try to see the Titanic, and there was an implosion. At the same time of that, there was a small boat that had hundreds of immigrants on the boat, and that boat also went down very slowly, thus leading to many people drowning. Because in life, when we look at the five aggregates, and Vedana is that we don't want to suffer, we want to be reunited with our loved ones overseas. We don't like and don't want the suffering in our country where there's bloodshed and injustice, so we want to flee. And many more immigration issues and migrant issues across the world that leads to people taking extreme measures. The extremes is what we also discussed today, as indicated by Most Venerable Rahula. And I see less compassion and less understanding from our leaders, and less compassion from the hearts within the people of the world. Makes us try to redefine, really ask ourselves in honesty, in truth and honesty, is that truly how well has this been working out for us? Where we look and turn a blind eye to our fellow neighbors, to our fellow Buddhists, to our fellow non-Buddhists who are suffering across the world, right here at home, then what is it will unify our world? What story will unify our world? We were united by and through storytelling. When we look at chimpanzees and other primates, they can only gather up to perhaps 50 to 100, 200. We humans can collaborate in millions and now billions of people through shipping and commerce. But it was by and through storytelling. It's funny that everybody across the world believes in money. And now money is something that you cannot touch. Money is now information being transferred from this phone to that phone, from this laptop to that laptop. It's just a number, information. And it causes so much suffering. And people go to great lengths to commit atrocious crimes and murder for this idea and belief of the story of money. But yet, slowly, people don't analyze the story of the Buddha. The one philosophical story that is so meaningful and purposeful that could unite humanity together to solve a common problem. of preserving our planet, increase happiness, longevity, cohesion, and unity. So the Four Noble Truths does just that, and this was a very appropriate topic, as it reminds all of us, Buddhists, non-Buddhists, and to be Buddhist people out there, that the more we see the story unfold in our lives, the more we understand the Four Noble Truths, we can start to turn the wheel in our lives, first and foremost in our lives. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Dhammacakka in our own life. And to see the slow, gradual transformation. It is each human part and responsibility to prove us wrong. You all are supposed to prove all of us monastic wrong. You all are supposed to prove the Buddha wrong and see if in fact meditation does lead you to peace. If what we're saying does in fact lead you to happiness. And it is my hope and constant encouragement for everyone to meditate on the Four Noble Truths, and often, as I often meditate on the Four Noble Truths, review this closely, examine it closely, and also test all of the novice monks that I'm training. This is, in fact, will be the unifying story. This is, in fact, will be the unifying platform in an ever-changing world with the existence of course, AI, given the last talk, and all of the technological advances and the many more material things that will prompt human desire all the more stronger. And this is the medicine that is needed in humanity, the very serious, potent type of medicine that is very much needed in humanity now than never before. So I appreciate Venerable Pesala for choosing such an appropriate topic, as things are changing too quick for us. But hopefully everyone take into consideration how much this story of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta has worked out 2,566 years ago, and the many more hundreds of years to come, to keep us at bay and keep us living in harmony together, and to increase our longevity and happiness, and truly to ask ourselves what constitutes happiness: deep inner joy, inner happiness, inner freedom, truly inner freedom for each and every one of us listening today. I'd like to conclude my contribution, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ridao. In fact, you're right. People will never have enough. People want more buildings, more expansion of the city, more expansion of the neighborhood, and more bigger house.
The one thing I wanted to add was, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Once someone passes away, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. So that's something to think about.
Yeah. So this morning, actually, I was having a very friendly conversation with Venerable Viveka Bhikkhu, who is observing Vassa with us. And so he has a personal experience of dukkha, how this personal experience of dukkha led him to become who he is right now. So I would like to invite Venerable Viveka to, maybe shed some light with respect to the Four Noble Truths.
So thank you, Venerable. I'm not sure I can shed some light, but I can share my experience, and so many words from so much wisdom, knowledge from the scriptures, and also some examples of